Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, reading from Bhagavad-gītā, 18th chapter and 40th verse. Natadasti prithiviyam va divi deveshu va punaha sattvam prakriti jairmuktam yat ebhisya tribhir gunai. So, translation. There is no being existing either here or among the demigods in the higher planetary systems which is freed from these three modes born of material nature. Prabhu, can you please go to the next sloka? Brahmana Kshatriya Visham Shudranam cha parantapa karmani pravibhaktani svabhava prabhavair gunaihi. Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras are distinguished by the qualities born of their own natures in accordance with the material modes, O chastiser of the enemy. Okay. So, in the first shloka, Krishna is talking about how the demigods also are not freed from the modes of the material nature. With connection to this, there is one shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, Sarvato Manaso Sangham, Ado Sangham cha Sadhushu, Dayam Maitrim Prasharyam cha Bhuteshva Adha Yatochitam. So, what does this mean? A sincere disciple should learn to disassociate the mind from everything material and positively cultivate association with his spiritual master and other saintly devotees. He should be merciful to those in an inferior position to him, cultivate friendship with those on an equal level, and meekly serve those in a higher spiritual position. Thus, he should learn to deal properly with all living beings. Though the devatas, the demigods, are higher to us in the position, still, because they are under the influence of the material energies or the Maya, the material modes, they are also actually trying to come out of that. In fact, it is said that Indra, Chandra, Brahma, they all perform yagnas in their respective places in the heavenly planets to take birth as a human being to enjoy the association of the devotees. That is the position, because they have been given so much of responsibilities of the material affairs, they lack time. Just like here, many people we see, they lack time in cultivating the devotional service. But Srila Prabhupada has very kindly, generously given us the formula how to engage ourselves with the little time we have in 24 hours to spend our time with chanting, reading, and hearing and associate it with the devotees. So just imagine how the devatas are so much engaged, just like in movies, what we have seen in the early days. They are just sitting on the royal place, eating grapes. There are apsaras dancing. All that they show always. That we think that devatas are always doing that, enjoying. But again, that enjoyment is so much engrossed, and also they are so much into so many things, managing the material affairs. They don't have time. So that is the biggest distraction for them. So they perform, they pray to the Lord that they want to come down on this earthly platform, earthly planets. And because this is a karma bhumi, so they want to do activities which engage them in the devotional service. Srila Madhvacharya quotes from Garuda Puran to demonstrate that within this universe, those who take birth as demigods, great rishis, or pious human beings are all considered santaha. He mentions this word santaha, sadhu, saintly persons. Because according to Bhagavad Gita, Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha. That means the Vedic literatures, if we see, it mostly deals with Varnashrama, the four Varnas and four social order life. So it deals mostly with the living entities struggling with these three modes of nature. So Krishna also mentions this in the Bhagavad Gita. Vedic literatures discuss this. So how to get out of this conditioned soul from the material happiness, the so-called material happiness, can be achieved through pious work. So it's a slow grades. So you're in this position, you do good work, then you elevate it to next position, next position. But again, Krishna, another place he mentions this Punaravartino Arjuna. He says, you keep going into the cycle. You finish that credits, you come back. Again, you go up, again, you come back. So we are always engrossed in that cycle. And there are always the chances that one can slip to the animal kingdom, the lowest of all the forms, also he says. Just like for the example of Lord Indra becoming a pig, and Brahma was trying to pull him out of that, but still he refused to come because he was thinking he's a pig and he had to take care of the family. So that is the biggest disadvantage of getting involved in the three modes of nature. To this connection, there is a very nice pastimes also, how demigods also, how the devatas also fall under the illusion of this world. For example, it can be Brahma Vimochana pastime, where Brahma thought that Lord Krishna is a very small boy and he's doing some magic along with his friends. So he kidnapped all his friends to teach a lesson to Krishna, but ultimately he got his own reality. And then Brahma had to give us Brahma Samhita, how he saw so many Brahmas. That is one pastime. There's also pastime of how Indra thought that this little boy is distracting my credits because everyone is worshipping me. I am giving the rain. I am the controller of this heavenly planet. Actually everyone subsides under me. So then Krishna taught him a lesson. So like this, there are various examples how demigods also get under illusion and they got under the right lessons. They got their punishment on realizations also. Even in the case of Vamana Dev, if you see, the small boy is coming in front of Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj is able to recognize, but Shukracharya is afraid of his position and others also are afraid that they will lose the kingdom. But Bali Maharaj is ready to give up everything. So, the important point here is to come out of or transcendent. So, transcend the three gunas. The body is always working under these three gunas. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about this shloka. Mamcha charena bhakti yogena sevata sagunan samatityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So he says, Mamchavya vicharena. So he says, one who engages in full devotional service. So the person who is always engaged in devotional service, who bhakti yogena sevata, who does not fall down in any circumstance, at once transcends the modes of material nature. Sagunan samatitya etan. Sagunan, the three modes, and you are able to cross them easily. And what is the position of the person who has performed bhakti yogena sevata? Bhakti yogena sevata. So what is that position he will get? Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So he is at the level of Brahman. So he is self-realized. He is God realized. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. This is what is explained. So there is no question of fall down for a Vaishnava. That is what is required. And the abhushana, the vesha which is there, it is not that we wear tilak, we wear kanti mala. This is external. We are wearing this. This is a makeup. Now, if we just wear this makeup and call ourselves Vaishnavas, it is not going to end there. More than that is the abharana. Abharana means the ornaments we wear. So this is makeup what we are having. Now, what is that ornament? Ornament means the Vaishnava etiquette, the Vaishnava achara. We have to follow that. There are a lot of Vaishnava etiquettes we need to follow. For examples, our character, our behavior, the way we live, the way we deal with devotees, how humble we approach everyone, how we take things in a very positive manner. So there are a lot of Vaishnava etiquette. There is a separate class for that. So maybe we can have one day. So Vaishnava etiquette is an ornament. If we just wear tilak and we do have this makeup, will not become devotees. So we need to have within that heart. So that's how you'll cross the Nishtraigunya Bhavajuna, he says about this. And there's a very nice description in Bhagavatam again, in the 11th canto. Tasmad Gurum Prapadyeta Jignashu Shreya Uttama Shabdhe Parecha Nishnatnam Brahmanyopashrama Yashrayam. So what does that mean? So therefore, any person who seriously desires real happiness must seek a bona fide spiritual master and take shelter from him by initiation. Diksha is very important. The qualification of the bona fide guru is that he is realized the conclusions of the scriptures by deliberation and is able to convince others of these conclusions. Such great personalities who have taken shelter of the Supreme Godhead, leaving aside all material considerations, should be understood to be bona fide spiritual masters. So first thing is, Tasmad Gurum Prapadyeta. Prapadya means surrender. Tasmad Gurum Prapadyeta. Jignashu Seya Uttamaha. So he is a self-realized person. Why we have to surrender to a spiritual master? He is a self-realized person. And he has seen the truth. Bhagavad-gītā also mentions about that. Tat Viddhi Pranipadena Pariprashnena Seve. So we are talking today about Guru. Now today is a very holy appearance, the auspicious appearance of Nityananda Prabhu. And he is the Guru Tattva. He is first among the Gurus. So how one gets the strength or the position of a Guru, because Lord Nityananda Prabhu, or previously he appeared as Lord Balaram, he gives us strength. And he is in the position of that. So if you see, even for the expansion also, Krishna tells Balatattva, Balaram to do this. So who is Nityananda Prabhu? Who is Balaram? So he is Karanadaksha Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Kshirodaksha Vishnu, he's Ananta Shesha, so he's called Sankarshana, so he's called by unlimited names. He's the expansion of Lord Shri Krishna from the spiritual world, who takes the charge of delivering all the living entities who are suffering in this material world. So that's why we require a guru. So here the Bhagavatam talks about this shloka, Tasmad Gurum Prapadyeta Jignashu Shreya Uttama. And once a qualified guru has been approached, we have to take the conclusions from him, ask questions not in a challenging spirit, but submissively, and hear the scriptures from him, hear the glories of the Lord. And that's how we will also take the charge of spreading this message to others, and we also will be able to guide them in the spiritual masters. This is very nicely explained. Okay, so there's a nice pastime also related to this. The servant of Vardaraja, he was serving the Lord directly. But still, when he asked the question about his liberation, Vardaraja told that you will not get liberated. He asked this particularly because he wanted to ask about another person. This pastime you should read. So he asked about another person whether he'll get liberated. He said, yes, that person will get liberated. But what about me? He said, no, you will not get. He was shocked. Lord, I am serving you daily. I am fanning you. Whatever, when at a call, I am reaching to you. I am doing all the services. So how that I am not able to come to you after I leave this body? So Varadaraja tells that you have to uh, take the shelter of a spiritual master. So immediately he goes to Goshtipur. He leaves his family. He said, "Oh, where are you going?" No, no, I used to said that I have never accepted a spiritual master. I have to go there. So this is very important. A person to get liberated has to associate with the pure devotee. So in this connection, there's in Garuda Purana, there's one shloka. Visheshatah svottameshu vinasangam namuchyate swanicheshu deveshu vinasangam napuryate. One cannot be liberated without the association with the pure devotee of the Lord. And unless one shows mercy to those in an inferior position, one's life will be superficial. So when we claim I am a devotee of Krishna, I am devotee of Lord, that, this and all, it is only superficial. Unless and until we associate it, that's why Sadhu Sangha is very much required. Unless and until we don't hear the daily Bhagavatam, Bhagavad-gītā classes, we are not associated. We are discussing, the discourses are happening on this. So where is that practical experience appearing in us? When we don't associate with anybody, we don't ask questions, we don't hear. So life will be superficial, just like outside people, how they're living. So it is our practical experience in the Krishna consciousness movement that those who are expanding their mercy by preaching the message of Krishna are making rapid spiritual progress. We are all making this spiritual progress because of the constant association, everyday hearing, everyday engaging ourselves. We are doing DT Seva, we are cooking for the Lord, we are teaching our children, we are teaching others also, and we are talking about how to perform our spiritual practices. So there is paraspara, there is a exchange of our feelings, emotions in the matter of spiritual subjects. So that's how life is filled with transcendental bliss. So this is very much required. But those who neglect the quality of mercy, say suppose we have seen the example of somebody you approach or somebody is rejecting this, uninterested, they are not at all interested in the missionary activities of the Krishna consciousness movement, are not filled with transcendental pleasure. They're going to definitely miss the boat. So that's why here the word in the shloka from Garuda Purana says Puryate. Purna means it's complete. Our life is complete when we engage ourselves in devotional service. This is very, very much important for us. So there are three levels. There are three levels. One is the Uttamadhikari, or the pure devotee we will associate with. We surrender to him, we hear from them, we get the instruction from them, we follow. And there is one level according to our level who are practicing, our God brothers, God sisters. So we have discourses with them. We will listen to them. We will also tell something, advices, taking advice, giving advice. So that's how hearts are exchanging. So that is one thing. And there's another who are below us, that means who are inferior to us, we have to guide them. Somebody is new to the temple, somebody is new to the movement, so we tell them we are been practicing this, and I am relishing so much chanting and hearing the classes. I am doing this way, and this is how I am feeling happy. Externally, they may see us suffering, but internally, I am very happy. So all the illusions will go away. This is what is required. Narottam Das Thakur tells very nicely, Chadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Payachakheva. He says, who can attain salvation if he gives up the service of the Vaishnavas? Chadiya Vaishnava Seva. Chadiya means give up. Vaishnava Seva Nistara Payachakheva. So how will he get liberation if he doesn't serve in the association of the Vaishnavas? So it's very important that we serve. We should be always in the serving mode. But at the same time, careful because ISKCON is so big that there will be a lot of all kinds of people you will meet. There'll be pretenders. Like yesterday, we were reading that shloka, Mithyachara. Mithyachara means pretender. He pretends to be a Vaishnava. Yeah. So as I said, there's a makeup. So he's to be a Vaishnava, but internally what they have, we don't know. So it's always to be in the right association with Vaishnavas, serve them, serve the spiritual master. So then we can come to the understanding how we are in the Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. So that is how you are able to transcend the three modes of material nature. So what Krishna talks about in 41st shloka, all the classes of being are there, be it Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra, be it Grahastha, Brahmachari or Sannyasa, everyone has to do devotional service. This is very, very important. Nityananda Prabhu was a Grahastha. He had two wives. Mahaprabhu had a wife. He left for the purpose of the liberation or giving the Krishna prema to everyone. Srivas Thakur was a Grahastha. If you see in the association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was one sannyasi, but others all were Grahasthas. So it's we are all coming morning time or in the temple. Most of them, if you see, they're Grahasthas. If you go to the temple, couple of them, hardly some 3, 4, 5 brahmacharis would be there. Who are attending? All the Grahasthas, that means family. So Grahastha ashrama is very important because we all together, husband, wife, children, we have to cultivate this practice. So we all grow together. This is very much required. So we need to create a atmosphere in the house that who is the yajamana or the primary owner. My house might be in my name, but who is the primary yajamana? The Lord is the center of the house, and he takes care of very nicely, and we serve him every day. We are always in the mood of serving the deities. It can be deities, or you can have photos of the representation of the temple. It can be Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadramaya, or Gaur Nitai, or Radha Krishna, or Lakshmi Narasimha. So you worship them, you're always in the right mood. The thought is there that I am not the proprietor. I am not the proprietor. He is there. I have to serve him. And he takes care of us nicely. And we advance in our spiritual practice. And anything, it can be sad times, sad moments, or it can be happy moments. We thank him and we are gratitude to him. We are showing that gratitude. So that is very much important. So we thank him always. So today we are able to have prasadam. Today we are able to get some money out of the occupation what I am into. I thank him. So I offer something out of that. I'm buying vegetables. I'm buying grains. I'm cooking it, offering it. So this is also yagna what I'm doing, because for the grahasthas, it's yagna doesn't only mean the homa kunda. Yagna also means cooking for the Lord. That is also yagna. The non-devotees cook for sense gratification. Whatever comes to their mind, whatever they want, they eat. That is sense gratification. But what pleases the Lord? That is according to the Vedic Shastras and Acharyas. That is to please the Lord. That is how Vaishnavas live. Our whole and sole purpose of living is to please the Lord, even staying in a Grihastha ashrama. This is very much required. So it can be Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra, whoever it is, be it rich, poor, Indian, American. So we have to come out of this concept of I'm Indian, you're black, white. So we keep teasing each other. Ye itna kala hai, itna gora hai. So this is all skin disease effect which is happening. So we should see on the all levels as equal. So that is one understanding. Prabhupada, if you go through all the lectures, mainly he stresses on this only. Wherever he went in the Western world, because the Westerners always thought that they are superior to others. If you go through the lectures of Srila Prabhupada, he always mentioned that. And most of the small books which were sold out those times, and now also if you take any small books, Prabhupada mentions about this. So following the four regulative principles and out of the bodily concept of life, so he stresses upon more because most of us also actually, even now also, if you see Indians also are very much enamored or attracted to the Western culture. Somebody in the house goes to US, they feel very proud. Something great they have achieved. They have become Indra, Chandra, and all. But after going to Western countries, also what they are doing, they are same what we are doing. They are earning money, they are washing vessels, they are taking care of the children, taking care of the house. They are also job problem. Nobody is happy. You either work outside in Middle East or Western countries, or you work here also is the same. Is the satisfaction level what you have? Even in our Bangalore also, somebody has a 10,000 rupees salary also is happy. The person who is getting 1 lakh or 2 lakhs also might not be happy. So that is the situation. So the happiness index, what we generally talk, it's within us. So Vaishnavas, as far as possible, should be satisfied. Always to content to the heart. Ramananda Roy was a very great governor. So he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at the banks of Godavari. I think near the place called Vijayawada or Rajmandri, I'm not sure. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a sannyasi and he was at the highest order of life. He came along with his associates and he was chanting underneath a tree there. So Ramananda Rai was a governor of the Madras province and he came along with his ministers and everybody. There was a big band playing and they were all coming this. But Ramananda Roy was because he was a Shudra. He was born out of Shudra and he was doing the Shudra job, taking a salary. So he when he got down the palanquin and he saw that Mahaprabhu is there, immediately he went and paid his prostrated obeisances and Mahaprabhu embraced him. This was shocked among the other members who were there from the government side. How that the sannyas order of life is a sannyasi is embracing a Shudra like this, and Ramananda Rai immediately the tears were flowing from his eyes. So he was experiencing some transcendental bliss just by the touch or the embrace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the Supreme Lord himself. So why this shloka is important? 41st shloka is, be it anybody, Mahaprabhu is so merciful that he liberates everybody. So generally, Vrindavan is called as Madhurya Dhama. It's a Madhurya Dhama. It's a place of loving relationship. But if you see the place Navadvip, where Mahaprabhu exhibited his pastimes, is called Audharya Dhama. So there's a difference between Madhurya and Audharya. So Audharya is more merciful than Madhurya. Here, Mahaprabhu is so merciful that he liberates who and everyone comes. If you commit some sinful activities or if you commit some mistake in Madhurya Dhama, it manifolds into so many sinful reactions. Somebody sleeps or somebody even walks on Audharya Dhama, he gets that mercy. He gets liberated. Mahaprabhu says, I myself come and liberate that person. And in fact, I was reading previously that the person who leaves the body in Navadvip, Lord Shiva personally comes at the time of death. He may be in the deathbed and he sings the glory of Mahaprabhu in the ears of the person who is dying. So that is the mercy we get. And it is also mentioned by all the Goswamis. And if you read the Chaitanya Charitamrita carefully, Nityananda Prabhu is more merciful. And if you read the glorifications and the pastimes of Nityananda Prabhu, if you want to understand the heart and mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you should understand and surrender to Nityananda Prabhu. That has been explained. His pastimes are so glorious. Even Jiva Goswami, who came from present Bangladesh, He wanted to understand. Jiva Goswami had seen Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was a small boy. So when he grew up, Mahaprabhu had already left to Jagannath Puri and there was no one to guide. Rupa and Sanatana had got to Vrindavan. So Jiva Goswami goes to Nityananda Prabhu. So when he heard Nityananda Prabhu, Jiva is coming, so he sent his troop to welcome him. Very nice reception he gave. And he said, let us start with the parikrama. You will understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he takes that Navadvip parikrama. So today what we have this parikrama, now it is coming up next month. So those who are participating, you should relish, enjoy this parikrama. So there are yearly twice parikrama happens. One is the Gaura Manda parikrama, which happens before the Gaura Purnima, and another happens in the month of Kartik Mas. So to understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you should surrender and pray to Nityananda Prabhu sincerely. You want to understand the mood of Mahaprabhu. You want to get the mercy of Mahaprabhu. You want to know Krishna. Why? Because if you know Mahaprabhu, you will know Krishna, Radha Krishna Prema. How will you get? Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. So we sing this, we chant this. Krishna Prema Pradayate. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. So you want Krishna Prema? You should know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You want to know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? You should understand his mood. Surrender to Nityananda Prabhu. And you want to know Nityananda Prabhu? Surrender to Srila Prabhupada. So read his instructions, read his books. So Mahaprabhu has been so merciful upon everyone that if you want to understand, you should go through this process. That's why Tasmat Gurum Prapatyeta. So to understand Shreya Uttama. So you want to understand Mahaprabhu, you want to understand the holy dham, you want to relish Radha Krishna pastimes. Everybody can get a book, everybody can read, but it will not go inside the heart. So there is a reading, it will go to the skull, but it will go beyond. But you have to go inward. It has to go inside the heart. It is possible only if you take the right association. So this is very important. Inspirational teachings what we have got, which can always inspire us to go back to Godhead. Go back to Godhead means always relishing in the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Always surrender to him and serve him eternally. So that is our actually position. Jivera Swarubhai Nityera Krishna Das. So we are always under the service of Krishna. So I end my class here. Hope we'll meet again. So those who are present in Bangalore or your respective cities, please come to the temple in the evening. We have a grand Abhisheka. We have a class on Nityananda Trayodashi by Harilila Prabhu. And we have a very nice Abhishekam. We have a feast. Okay, let us all come together. Hare Krishna. Dandas pranam to everybody.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam. Hare Krishna to all devotees assembled here.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam to everybody assembled. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, devotees. Thank you for joining today's very auspicious day, Nityananda Trayodashi. So hope if you are around in Bangalore, you can, from 4:30 onwards, there are a lot of programs. You can see in the slides, so many programs are there till night. And there is one more Bhagavatam class today morning, and that also you can attend in the same channel. So do join and do associate with other devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Dandavat pranam, Mataji, Prabhuji.